Nice try, Ben. I do gotta fix those, though. I need a better screamer. Trying to put the self promo thing on the thing real quick. It did play. Did the sound not did the sound not play or something? Cuz it definitely played for me. I don't know what happened. I really hope the sound is not too loud. By the way, if you hear anything play in the background, it's because in the room that I am currently sitting in, there are dogs in cages, and sometimes they like to move around in these cages, so you might hear them move around. But otherwise, they're well behaved. Trying to make sure everything's working properly, because if this is not working properly, I'm gonna lose my daggum mind. Hello? Hello? Okay, the shit's working. Awesome. The buffer thing. I don't know what happened. That's very strange. I was saying if you hear anything happen in the background, it's because in the room I'm sitting sir in the room that I am currently sitting in. Try resetting. Oh, okay. All right. Try resetting. Oh, okay. All right. Try resetting. Oh, okay. All right. Things seem fine. I hope it's not lag. Oh, jeez, I hope it's not lag. If this stream lags, I am gonna die. Oh no. checking the stream on my phone and see if it's lagging at all. It doesn't look like it, but could be wrong. You think? I hope it's neither of our internets. It might be just your end. Oh no. Is everything okay? Always something going wrong. Oh shit. You just joined a random other stream and it ran fine. Is it still buffering for you? Let me go and just turn my Wi-Fi off on my phone. I guess so, probably. Do you need to reset your internet or anything like that? Because if you need to, I can wait on you. I mean, nobody else is waiting. having a lot of technical difficulties. Ben? Still working? No more. No more crappy buffering? Oh no. Longer than ever? Hooray. We mean longer than ever. Damn it, I knew this would happen. Let's try one more thing. Doesn't send all the messages. Oh, okay. Yeah, I figured. I mean, sometimes this is kind of just a little bit slower, but that's fine. Okay. It should be good now. Awesome. Okay. Let's hope everything is going smoothly. Okay. Content warning, this is a horror game and is not intended for all audiences. Please visit our website, blackdebbiegames.com, if you need a full list of content warnings. Slay the Princess contains flickering image effects as well as a parallax effect that on rare occasions has caused motion sickness in players. That's fine, I'm not really that motion sick anyway. If either of these cause health issues for you, you can disable them in the game's preferences. Now we're going full experience. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Okay. That's a very cute sound. Make sure it's in frame. Yeah, it looks in frame to me. It's a really cute song. Can you hear this? You can hear the song, right? Let me turn that up just a little bit. Yeah, the music is cute. I like the song. Now, from what I know about this game is because I've seen the demo, but the full release just came out like technically 2 days ago at my time now, because it is 2:49 a.m. And I heard a lot of good things. Oh, look at that! Start game. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. Now, from what I remember from the demo...
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
What I was saying is, what I remember from the demo is that there's like millions of different scenarios that could happen depending on how you do in chapter 1. And you know, the demo is strictly chapter 1. So I don't know what happens right after, you know, chapter 1 at all. And what I was saying earlier is because in the room I'm currently in, there are dogs in cages. So every now and then you might hear them move in the cages.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I am not sure. I am not sure because the demo only, you know, had one chapter. So I have no idea what the story's gonna go. But I know there's a bunch of scenarios, and there's like, I think 93 achievements in this game. The dogs, oh, they're fine. Their cages are actually stuffed full of toys and blankets and stuff. They're fine. And their cages are really big. The end of the world, were you talking about, have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution. Silently continue. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it?
Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Damn. We'll just silently continue.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You get these voices in your head, like voice of the hero, for example. You get these voices in your head every time you do something, and it's like, it's very strange. It's like your consciousness talking to you or something, which I thought was pretty neat.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Now here's the thing. I'm probably just gonna play it how I would if I was in this scenario, and then we'll, try other options later on. So if I was in this scenario, I would take the blade, just in case shit gets
You take the blade
serious.
from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Let's... I would probably say hi, just to be
Don't
fair.
be a stranger. And it's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Okay.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I haven't decided yet. Yeah, she can clearly see me holding the blade. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
See, the hero, the voice of the hero has a lot of reasoning. Very reasonable. Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
We'll be fine.
We don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, you're very right on that. What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
Do you know why I'm here? You're supposed to end. I've been told things, but I'm not sure what to believe.
Believe me.
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear? Let's not pretend that's going to happen. As far as you're concerned, and as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say whatever I have to get out of here. That's just the dynamic of our situation.
Just instantly kill her. Alright, Ben? Why should we kill her? Why should we? Give me a damn good reason why we should kill her right now. Just downright. Well, I'm waiting for your reason. I'll keep talking. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
Remain silent.
I see. The silent treatment. You know, if you don't share with me, well, I'm not going to share with you.
Actually, very fair, very valid. But also, we did come to her in prison, her prison place, with a knife in our hands, very much intended to stab her to death. And currently, we're not armed. Like, again, I mean, she might be a whole lot nicer if we didn't come down here with a knife in our hands. But I don't know. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay. You've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Yeah, very fair. Okay, we can keep her locked away, or we can outright murder her. Now, me personally, I would just keep her locked away. But, you know, the game is slay the princess. I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know... 137 hours time? What? I don't understand. Wait, is that the game? Okay, we're gonna keep her locked away. I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. No, like I thought she meant she'd cut off her hand to get out. I mean, probably, most likely. She probably would. I mean, she said use the knife for other good uses, and she looked at the blade. I'm pretty sure that means cutting off her hand. We're gonna keep her locked away.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help.
Okay.
And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Okay, now I feel like I should slay her. Now I feel like I should slay her, but I don't want to kill her. Kinda. I mean, yeah, she did act like a bitch. Honestly, she did, but not to the point where I want her dead just yet. I'll keep her locked. I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement. Oh, yeah. I've heard of the story. I just never, oh my god. I never remembered the name of the story. Like 127 hours, I never remembered the name. But yeah, I did hear the story before. I'm locking her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
I know damn well I am.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
It's okay. I don't mind the chat delay a little bit.
Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
No, we're sticking to the plan and locking her down there.
You'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
Oh, shit.
It's not like this little door I'll hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
That's really hard to do when you hear her banging on the door.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it.
Very fair.
You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Threaten me all you want, all it does is ease my guilty conscience. We should have slayed that bitch. Well, that's what my decisions lead us to. I mean, to be fair, if we actually went down there without the blade, she might have been nicer. It was Fiona from Shrek all along. She might be a little nicer if we actually went down there without the blade. But I'm committed. I'm going to keep going with this, and then maybe next time we can see what it'd be like if we went down there without the blade. So all that was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're not even a princess. You're a monster. I'm pretty sure calling her a monster would piss her off. I don't want to go to sleep. Threaten me all you want. All it does is ease my guilty conscience. I don't like any of these decisions. We'll do this one.
These aren't words. These are promises. Sooner or later, you're going to have to sleep. And I'll make sure you never see the light of day.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar. Its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
Damn, why the hell did I sleep?
Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
I don't know, if I'm going this numb that quickly, you probably can't even take your time. I probably fold like a house of cards.
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Yeah, I'm definitely folding like a house of cards.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills.
Am I a fish person?
What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Damn. Chapter 2, The Nightmare. Here we go. We're going to new territory.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
A terrible sense of deja vu? No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Shh. What if he hears us?
Oh damn, we got a second voice in our head. Voice of the paranoid.
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
I feel like this narrator is just gaslighting the hell out of us. This is more than just deja vu, though. I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally just happened.
We could go back and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job and saving the world. So let's just agree to disagree.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We couldn't trust either of you, and as far as I'm concerned, we still can't. All we did was lock her away. And how'd that work out for you? No comment. Well then, congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
Damn.
And your solution is to send us back in there. Do you want us to slay the princess, or do you want the princess to slay us? Obviously, I want you to slay her. One of you poses a threat to the world, and the other doesn't. Anyways, I believe your other question was something along the lines of, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Damn, narrator, you really need a you really need to step up the mocking game. That sounds nothing like me.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess, and now everyone's right back where they started. Sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Speak for yourself. From my perspective, there were plenty of consequences. I'm never going to forget the way she just made us stop working. And that's only scratching the surface. If what you said is true, it begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or have you found yourself in another world altogether? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? If she brought an end to everything and everyone, how are we supposed to stop her? What do you want from us? I want you to succeed. You'll find a way. You're the only one who can.
Let's not talk about the princess. We know enough. Let's proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. I don't think lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away. It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time. It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
You're right. I was so stuck on the eyes watching us that I didn't even notice it there. What are you two talking about? There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the floor, and the open doorway leading to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
The gaslighting this man's doing.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
The
Look at
gaslighting.
it. Unless that's what he wants us to do. And pretending it isn't there is a trick to get us to do exactly what he wants.
I went to look at myself and want to see how handsome I am.
We shouldn't waste time preening. But if he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do? Maybe he's trying to keep us from looking because there's something horribly wrong with us.
Ooh, it might be deformed, like the bitch probably messed up our face.
No, there isn't something horribly wrong with you. You look exactly how you're supposed to look. Now stop second-guessing my every word.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Oh, screw you, narrator. He probably took the damn mirror away.
Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
Let's take the blade.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Steel can't lie to us. Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb?
I just realized, look at the freaking windows. People are looking at us. That's so good. That's so subtle. I didn't even notice it till now. Also, a bomb? I don't think so.
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself.
No one mentions the lizard hand you have. Did I miss something? I missed something too, because I didn't... He just said your hand. I'm assuming we're like a lizard person or a fish person, because the princess did mention that we have gills. I don't know what we are. Yeah, the shadows in the windows. I think they're her, because they have little crowns.
Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Absolutely. Enter the basement.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps suspended in darkness.
I see the eyeballs blinking at me.
More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes.
I'm telling you, this narrator, he's not mentioning everything, and he's gaslighting the hell out of us.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that was a UK saying. That's pretty interesting. But then again, I mean, the guy that we're playing as has a lizard-like hand. So we might be some kind of lizard man.
Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
How hard is it to throw a knife? We're just gonna yeet the knife downstairs. I'm going to talk to her. We don't need a plan. I'm just going to kill her. Mr. Narrator seems to think I can do it. I don't know why you're all being such pessimists right now. Yeah, there is a possibility I might just have gills. Like, legitimately have gills. I mean, we don't know what we look like. I mean, the narrator just poofed away the freaking mirror. Like an asshole. Hell yeah, let's yeet ourselves into the void. Step off into the void between the stairs.
You attempt to step off the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them, but you're stopped by an invisible force. Why did you do that? What did you think would happen?
I don't know, us falling into a pit of hell? I don't know, falling into an infinite void seems better than going downstairs and dying. I'm just scared.
How would falling into an infinite void be better than anything?
I don't know, you tell me.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
More eyes.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you.
I don't know what to tell you, narrator, but I mean, like, no one is the voice of reason now.
Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again.
I mean, we might. We might just immediately perish.
Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Let's go right.
You turn to the right. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb.
I actually like this. I like the pose she's doing.
Your arms quickly follow.
This is it, isn't it?
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
She's got a cool porcelain mask.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
As your blood begins to coagulate, it's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. What are you doing?
I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want...
Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again.
You sure about that?
Are you sure that's what you want?
Or do you want to interrupt me some more?
Damn. Voice of the paranoid is working.
You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart,
Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, Standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead, even if you look ridiculous.
Fish.
She isn't attacking us. Why?
The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Paranoid is still chanting in the background. I like that detail. Ooh, there's a lot of choices. Why won't you finish me off? What good am I to you alive? What do you want from me? What happened after you killed me last time? I was sent here to stop you from destroying the world. I can't just let you leave. You're a lunatic. You know that, right? If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organs shutting down situation? That might be something I would say. How about I just kill you instead? We don't have to be enemies. We can work together. We can be friends even. I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave, and I'm not going to try and kill you. So do your worst. Toss the blade and remain with your nightmare. Okay, let's get out of here. Leave together. Fine, you win. I'll let you leave. Ooh, that's a lot of options. Alright, here we go. If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organ shutting down situation?
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Why won't you finish me off?
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to. Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
The princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
This is really cool.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
This also makes me want to sketch this, actually.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then...
Hey, snap out of it.
Okay, deep breath. Deep breath, we're fine. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, you're back.
One moment, and then you're gone. Just like that. Ah, and there's the fear.
She pulls away.
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it? I've already done that.
Ooh, he's going a little faster. Panic! Paranoid, he's working right now. I give him applause for that. What happened after, you killed me last time?
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then, well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too. I don't think I can live without you, and dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
Here we go. Here's the one we need. If you need me alive, then why did you threaten me on the stairs? Why didn't you try being nice to me?
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you? And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me. You seem miserable.
Sent here to stop you from destroying the world. I can't just let you leave. If I let you out, what then? Do we go our separate ways? You're a lunatic. Here.
Not. If you're what I need to leave this place, chances are you're pretty useful. I think I'll keep you right by my side. A little good luck charm to make sure I stay free. Don't worry, I'll make sure to take good care of you. I promise.
lungs, liver, nerves,
I don't believe you at all. I was saying here to stop you from destroying the world. I can't just let you leave.
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
Alright, here we go. I was sent here to stop you from destroying the world.
I know. You told me last time.
Nerves, heart,
Destroy is such an unenlightened way of putting it. So sudden, so violent, so little nuance. I'm not going to destroy the world, but I am going to hold it in my hands and squeeze it. I'm going to make it afraid, just like I've made you afraid. The world needs fear, doesn't it? Every terror I bring would make the good times so much better. So I'm practically doing a public good. So what harm is there really in letting me out?
heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
People will die if you do to them what you've done to me.
liver, nerves, heart,
Everyone dies eventually. They're all full of good, thriving things, and in the end, each and every one of them gets unwound. And then those things get to become a new everybody. Just to come apart all over again. All I want is to be there for it. I want to watch it happen. And maybe do a little unwinding myself. Is that really so much to ask?
heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
And what if I refuse to let you out? What happens then?
Then we're stuck down here together. Until you change your mind.
Static, and a skipped beat as she touches your shoulder and whispers in your ear.
No! Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Or until your heart finally gives out. And then, when you die, I'll find myself somewhere new. And before too long, you'll be there too. That's how this all works, right? This doesn't end until you let me out. And a lot can happen before then. I'm sure I can get creative.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, 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 nerves, heart, lungs,
We don't have to be enemies. We can work together. We can be friends even. Being around you is agony.
heart, lungs,
Lunatic.
nerves, heart,
Just kill you instead. Alright, Ben. I'll leave this up to you. Should I leave with her, toss the blade, and remain in the nightmare,
lungs, liver,
or slay her? I don't think running is going to be an option at all.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
Because I'm really indifferent here. Because I'm pretty sure either way, we're screwed.
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, 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 liver, nerves,
We gonna slay her, or we gonna run? Or whatever.
nerves, heart, lungs,
I'll leave this up to you.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, 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 nerves, heart, lungs,
Actually, let's
nerves, heart,
save first.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
Okay.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
Ben?
lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
Oh
lungs,
god, I hope it's not buffering again.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs,
Okay, if you're sure. I would probably just leave with her.
heart, lungs, liver,
Because if we're just gonna be. If I slay her or anything else, I would probably be just trapped in limbo forever.
heart, lungs,
Fine, you win. I'll let you leave.
What? No!
I need you to come around. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
You can't freaking fault me, narrator. Either way, I'm gonna be trapped in this hell.
No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving. And do you think
think you can just wrest control away from us? This body's barely functioning as it is. Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her? Won't letting us die here just make it end faster? Shit. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
With a flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion.
Go ahead. I'll be right behind you.
Trust having our back to her.
You're not wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the feedback. Just focus on keeping us alive.
Right. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
Besides, I get the feeling she's telling the truth. She needs us alive.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
Yeah, she wouldn't kill us.
nerves, heart,
Because she...
liver,
Yeah, she won't, because she does need us.
lungs,
Step onto the
You place a
stairs.
shaky foot on the first step and begin your ascent from the basement. You can feel the static prickling of the princess on your neck, your limbs buzzing with pins and needles. An uncomfortable and constant reminder that you exist, and that your existence is so very precarious.
heart, lungs,
You're almost there.
heart, lungs,
The only thing left between you and the cabin is the now shut door to the basement.
nerves,
It would be a real shame if it had locked behind you.
nerves. Oh, you snake. There wasn't even a door when we first got here. The door was from last time. I told you we shouldn't trust him.
I know, I don't trust him either.
I know he's messing with us, but you can't lose your cool. We need you right now. Remember?
Yes, I remember. Of course I remember. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. This is so frustrating. Heart,
Just-
lungs, liver, nerves.
Just keep going, paranoid. Keep working.
Thank you. And you'd really rather us die down here than let her out? Of course I would. As much as I want you to have a happy ending, the fate of the world is a little more important, and you still have a weapon. You can still make this right.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
Try the door.
Oh, look at that. It's locked. What a relief for the world.
I think the door's locked.
It'll open. You just have to give it a tug.
Try the door.
If you pull against the door, the lock gently clicks open in response to your effort, and the door creaks on its hinges. This isn't right. That's not even the way it's supposed to swing. It's supposed to swing out.
You're not nearly as powerful as you'd have us think, are you? Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
Anyways, like he said, you're not really in control here, are you? I never said I was. If I was in control here, why would I need you to slay her?
Fam, you made a door appear.
I don't know. Secret reasons?
The door is open. What are you dawdling for? It's time for us to go. The world is waiting.
The princess moves past you into the cabin. This is it. This is your final moment to make things right. Kill her. I thought you wanted us to slay her. It's the same thing. Do it. Do it now. Do it now, or everything is over.
Okay, what do we do?
I said, what do we do?
Oh, do you want to hear from me now?
Yes,
Well, I thought you needed me to run the autonomic nervous system.
we do, but this is important. Look, I'll even do it myself. Just tell us who to trust. Brain?
Heart,
Right, heart.
lungs,
Lungs.
liver, nerves.
Okay, thanks. I got it. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart.
You're terrible at this.
I know, I'm doing my best.
Yes, it's very hard to stay focused on running things when other people are talking to you, isn't it?
What are you doing?
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs,
Finally, I can talk.
liver.
Now, what were you asking?
asking me? Running everything kind of feels like popping in and out of consciousness. It's easy to lose track of things.
Hero, you better keep this shit going.
They were asking you for your blessing to trust me.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Fuck this guy. Don't trust him.
I like paranoid.
Really? So you'd have them trust her?
Oh, of course not. Can't trust anybody here but ourselves, but I guess that leaves us back where we started, doesn't it?
I suppose if I had to make a choice, I'd pick the one that doesn't make our organs shut down. Thank you for your gracious show of support.
But that's a marginal preference. We'll have to deal with him later. I'd just
Rather deal with him while our organs are intact. Whatever. You heard what he had to say. So whether you trust me or not, killing her is still the best, nay, the only option you have worth taking.
All right, I'm done. You can let me take over again.
Finally, that was awful. I really don't know how you do it.
You've been standing there staring blankly for a while now, and I have to say my patience is running a little thin. So don't make a lady wait any longer, okay? Open the door!
Whew, okay. I have a feeling that even if we leave the cabin, it's still not gonna work. But also, if I slay the princess, she would probably freaking kill my ass immediately or in the next chapter, make things worse. So I'ma leave the cabin.
The doorknob twists in your hand, revealing the forested path beyond the cabin. You bastard. You've actually done it.
It's so beautiful. I can't wait to ruin it. But it's so cold, too. It's itching against my skin.
The princess, exhausted, slumps to the ground.
Why is it so cold?
If you leave the cabin and it doesn't work, she'll realize she doesn't need you. Oh no, it worked. Lol. Well, technically, if she doesn't need me, the world will immediately reset as soon as we die again, too. So technically, there's a bunch of lose-lose situations. You do not have an opportunity to respond. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her stead.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
The mirror.
Oh, there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
The narrator is gone.
It is. Does that mean the world ended?
Yeah, no voice needling us anymore.
Feels good, but I also feel itchy. Cold.
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. I should feel better with her gone. But I don't.
I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
I mean, I don't have a choice, bruh.
Calling us. And not in a good way.
I legit have no choice. Approach the
I'm
mirror.
begging you, don't do this.
What am I supposed to do? The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. the hell? Am I some damn cryptid or something? You are alone in a place that's empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Excuse me? What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is filled with sadness, a doll abandoned to the company of her darkest impulses. She desires only companionship, but the only thing she knows is how to hurt. She will make for a tender heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found her way home.
I'm just gonna go in order. Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Well, actually, I'm gonna take this last. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Can I just say, I really love this look. Like with all the hands. That's kind of cool, actually. I really should draw this sometime. Do you know what the world's beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess? Or are you just making her part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
So I actually gotta go through every perspective and set the princess free to make the entity whole. Ooh, there's more options. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
So resetting the entire game. How many pieces do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
It's like, I like this. I like this. And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
I like this so far. I might actually play this again. Might do a second round in this stream. I'm not gonna wait. I'm gonna go ahead and forget, and then next time we can wait. If she shows up again. Okay? Make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Oh. That's actually kind of sweet.
You won't.
Damn. Damn! And you can hear the mirror shatter. Everything goes dark, and you die.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Alright, we're gonna go down. We're going again. Woo! Let's save. Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
This freaking game is so interesting. Alright, so this is the same stuff. Silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin. I'm gonna miss Paranoid. I liked Paranoid. He sounded really
The
good.
interior
He sounded
of
really
the cabin
good.
is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
We are not taking the blade. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
we're gonna go ahead and just straight up save her. I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
We're gonna play hero this
Wait,
time.
really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Hold on, let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
What's your name?
Oh,
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
you can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking? We'll do that last, but I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? Alright. Is Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
I can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm going to get you out of here. Examine the chains.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
No, you're doing the right thing.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key is still laying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Oh, screw you.
Is someone else here?
Hey, let me out of
Your
here.
shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
This is like the freaking narrator from the Stanley Parable, I swear. Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs, This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
You're the one who locked the damn door on me.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates
Oh,
before
damn.
raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Damn.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess. Yes.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair,
You
your body
lion.
steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
You lion. Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Why the hell are you stabbing me?
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Oh, shut up.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality. reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark. And you die.
The damsel. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay, Ben. So how do we feel about the princess now? Now that we went down into the basement with no blade. How do we feel about her now? Like, I'm genuinely curious what you feel. She is cute. And you wanted me to kill her.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm gonna get rid of you even though she's so sane. Fair. Well, I mean, we didn't have the blade at first. We didn't have the blade at first, and she was desperate to get out, so I couldn't fault her for that. And we're just gonna go to the cabin. Oh. Ooh. Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the first time.
I don't trust the narrator, by the way. I think he's an asshole.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
I doubt it.
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
The voice of the smitten. Damn, we got a simp in our headspace now.
Our beloved?
We got a simp in our headspace.
Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
Very fair, very fair. She is Ness, but she is a cutie. Very, very fair.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
I know. I miss Paranoid. He was actually really good. I love Paranoid. He was like working so hard to make us stay alive and everything. I prefer Paranoid than the Smitten.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Let's go ahead and proceed.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
I am gonna be so tired of this voice.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
Can we just have Paranoid back, please?
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Proceed.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant. its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
That's a freaking banner we're touching.
But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Feather? What the hell? What? First we were like a freaking fish in the next one, and now we have feathers? What the hell are we? Let's not take the blade. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Maybe. Maybe. That is a possibility.
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
Oh my god.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
See, here, Hero has it going on. Smitten. I don't like him as much as I liked Paranoid.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock
Oh.
eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love,
Oh
we're
my
here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
I guess.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
Mm-hmm.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
Very fair, actually.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
The song sounds so nice.
We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
Horrible for you, maybe. But we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we?
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
I don't trust this narrator. What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Okay. But before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just
Oh.
like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
No, I don't want the world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself.
I'm not so sure.
I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair. She will not believe the shit. But I'll say it anyway.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
That's because she's perfect.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
She doesn't.
There's no one else like me.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Rescue the princess.
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I'll...
What? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
I would if you had a weapon.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
You wouldn't.
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you.
He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
I'll be damned, we're doomed. That is so adorable, actually. She's like a little anime princess now.
I can't believe it. I guess I have to.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved.
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection, and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
There must be something you want.
I just want to make you happy.
She can't just want to make us happy.
Ooh. The freaking... The art style changed. And the music. Oh,
It makes
no.
sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
But what would make you happy?
I just want to make you happy.
Oh my god. It's getting worse.
Is she broken? What's going on? What's
Oh.
going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
It's getting worse. You have to want something more than just making me happy.
Okay, I'll find something else to want if that makes you happy.
Oh my god, it's getting worse.
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right. I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
I just want to keep going and see if how bad this goes. Do you want to end the world?
Are you seriously asking her that?
Oh, we've been over this one. No, I do not want to end the world.
I want you to tell me what you want.
I just want to make you happy.
Is it just me, or does it feel like we're alone right now? Like we're the only ones here?
Damn, we did it. She got caught. And now everybody's just silent. Okay. You don't get the chance to ask another question, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
No. She was our perfect match. She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? Is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
Do it then. End us all before I die of a broken heart.
I don't like smitten. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They are gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've grown. Oh shit. You find yourself in a long quiet once again. Proceed. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together.
You know what? I am so curious. I'm probably gonna go in a third time, and that should be it. I love this so far.
It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am. What I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
You know that the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right?
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
Leave straight away after freeing her the first time. I think this would lead to the exact same scenario. It's just that, her heading to the cat. There's a bunch of scenarios, Ben. There's like millions of scenarios. I think maybe after this we can just outright just... What if you slay her after freeing her? What if you slay her off the bat? You know what? Okay. This is the plan. This is the plan. After this, we're just gonna they do need answering. Yeah. All right. After this, I'm going to go a third time and we're going to outright just slay her. We're just going to straight up slay her. No talking, no nothing. And then after that, we're just going to end the stream, and then next time we'll try other scenarios and see where they lead. But yeah, there's a lot of endings to this game. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Ooh, so we can't return back to the ones we just did. You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
I don't know who this person is, but I like this person. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
So you don't have any preferences on what you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
You're
Okay.
on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
That was interesting. Okay. Silently continue.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Steel your nerves and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face.
Are you fucking happy, narrator? I freaking killed her.
But is it over? Really over?
I'm not sure. I feel like she has some... Of course not. That was too easy.
It's over. Don't get all worked up. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
That is very sus. Check remove. Let's check.
You lean down and place your hand against her neck, holding your breath as you search for a pulse, even though you know you're not going to find one. We definitely won't if you keep talking. I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? You just saved the entire world from annihilation. Why are you suddenly trying to call that into question? Wait, what was that?
Oh shit.
I don't know what that was. That was the sound of a heartbeat, followed by another, and another.
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Something sharp digs into your side, the shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy.
I should have left her there. I should have left her there, but I didn't.
Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs.
When the hell did she get a blade?
As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now. See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you, for whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.
I shouldn't. The razor. Ooh, that sounds pretty cool. I
You're
should
on a
not.
path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I should not have checked the pulse. I should have left her there. Delete that message. Thank you. Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Alright. Proceed.
A warning before you go any further.
Actually, should I? No, that's not safe.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
Cheated?
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is a
Oh,
jagged mess
shit.
of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
This is kind of cool.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
The mirror?
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
I probably don't even need to look at the mirror, because I'm pretty sure it happens every time. Like, the thing keeps disappearing every time. But I feel like if I don't check the mirror, we probably will not see our, deity friend again. So I'm just going to keep doing it every time.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
But there was a mirror a second ago.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
Enter the basement without the
Are
blade.
we really doing this without a weapon? You know she has one, right?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, and the smell of fresh blood. You can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Scraping? She's not even trying to hide her knife. It's like she wants to get in our head.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us. Like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
I don't know how I feel about cheated. I mean, the smitten, I don't really like the smitten very much.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
Finally, somebody. Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
I like the effect this voice has.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
Exactly. She sounds threatening because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
If I... oh, no, I don't know. Do you remember what happened last time?
Last time? If somebody came into my house and stabbed me to death and then I killed him, surely I would remember that. But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
Last time? What are you talking about?
Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
See? See?
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that loop back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right?
Yes, something is obviously up. We can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
What if we're both honest with each other? We're staying here to stop you from killing this. Da 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 da. Somebody has to die. What I'm gonna do if I let you out? Blah blah blah. Keep fine, blah blah blah. Can we just talk things through?
But we don't have anything to talk through. We're strangers and this place is cramped and annoying, and you should just come over here and let me out.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
She certainly feels threatening.
Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it. But you know who has the capacity to quickly arm himself? You do. So stop second-guessing yourself, go upstairs, take the blade, and do your job. But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
I don't have the key.
Oh, you don't? Okay, I see. I have an idea. You should come over here and stare directly at the chains. You won't be able to find a key if you don't know what it's supposed to look like, so you better come right within close staring distance just to be sure.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her? We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now?
You're acting like you are.
My entire world is at risk. Then maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way. No, I have my dignity. Fine. And will continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
Look, I know you're mad at me, but I think we both just need to let bygones be bygones.
But I'm not mad at you, so please stop standing so far out of reach.
I think I've said my piece at this point. I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
Nobody has to die.
Of course not. At least not now, because you're here to save me. But you'll have to come close. Okay, I'm bored now.
She's bored? That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Not in a way that matters. She's a prisoner. She's... Shit. In a sudden burst of movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm, her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion. So I guess she did have a knife of her own after all.
She got an R. Her entire arm's a knife.
How conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do? At least we're safe here. She's still in chains. And those chains stop her from continuing her advance. At least for a moment. She looks down at them with something between annoyance and confusion. And then she slices through her arm.
Okay, maybe we aren't safe here.
She doesn't even hesitate before darting towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace. That won't stop us from trying. Run, 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 run. You sprint for the stairs.
Run, bitch!
I wasn't exaggerating when I said she was running at you with a terrifying speed you couldn't hope to outpace.
We don't make it, do we?
No. You feel her blade in your back before you make it to the first stair.
I'm I'm going to kill you now.
With a squelch, she does just that.
Damn.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh shit, there's a third chapter. No Way Out.
You're on a path in the woods. No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
Never mind, I like cheated.
You're what?
I feel dizzy.
Oh shit. I accidentally skipped it. Oh no. History. Oh. The interior of the cabin is sharp, constructing this of carved and battered sheet metal, pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do? Okay. I feel dizzy.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now? Nobody. Nobody holds the cards. That's how it's always been. That's unfortunately how reality works. Who cares about cards? You're all acting like this is about winning and losing, while this is actually about having fun.
Contrarian.
Is this fun for you? It's not fun for me. I don't like being sliced to pieces.
Broken.
Great. So obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right? That can't be right. That's too much responsibility.
I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. And then, we throw it out the window. What? That blade is the only edge we have. We are not. Fortunately for the rest of you, and for me, and for the sake of the world, yes. That is horribly unfair. He shouldn't be allowed to just do things like that.
Damn, we got so many voices fighting each other now.
You were the one who made us pick it up. See? You're not the only one who can figure out how to do things. What's done is done. I suggest you make the best of it.
You're all so mad at each other. I'm just going to sit here quietly in the corner. You can be the ones to figure out what to do.
Oh, poor Broken.
So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to? I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right? But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
I'm worried that we messed everything up. Oh no. Approach the mirror.
Make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Oh, poor Broken.
Reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising. I can't say I was particularly invested in looking at it before, but now I really want to see what's in it. If it's so keen on hiding from us, whatever it has must be real good.
Probably.
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Damn, we just slipped and fell and probably broke her neck.
As your body tumbles onto the basement landing, the form of the princess comes into view, wryly smiling at you from a distance.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. and you still don't have a weapon. That's funny. That's a joke. I'm going to kill you now.
Yes, that was extremely silly of whoever did that. Probably a bad idea. It was you. I know, I'm just trying to add some levity to this. Well, since all of this was your idea, how about you figure out how to get us out of it? Oh, guys like us don't get to make any decisions. You should know that. I decided to pick up that blade, and you decided to throw it out the window.
I love the chaos that all the voices in our head are doing right now.
This is why we've already lost. Can't even stop bickering with ourselves. How are we supposed to beat her without a weapon? She's so sharp.
Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
Damn, she got 2 of them now.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Alright, I'm out of ideas. What we doing?
We're going to let her stab us. We're going to have to stiff upper lip about it. We can't hurt. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. She has swords for arms, and we don't. We're panicking. Oh, that's easy. I'm going to try flirting with her. If only we have smitten. I'm going to go with not letting her stab us. We can dodge, right? No. We're going to appeal with her to her authority. Huff her up a bit. There's no reason we can talk this out. Fighting her, obviously. All these ideas suck. Think of something better. Think up something better.
Yeah, that's right, we just have to think. There's probably an answer if we think.
Just standing there, huh? A bold strategy.
But you don't have time to finish your thought before she closes the distance. And then she skewers you. Ow. What a surprise. Yeah, we don't even get a second to think without her stabbing us.
Skeptic.
Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? Nah, we'd know if we died. Right? You're on it. No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
Damn, I'm
dead.
screwing up royally.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here? I don't actually know how to answer that question. I think he means how many times have we died? Yes. That. Oh, I've lost count, to be honest.
I haven't. It's 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
Come on, show me something new.
Okay, plan now.
Oh shit, we still got this. Okay. I kind of want to do this one because this is funny. She has swords for arms, we don't. We're panicking. It doesn't work, and she kills you again and again and again and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leads from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
Just panic. Flee.
Oh, paranoid, you're back.
He skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder.
Stubborn.
Skewers you. More noise isn't helping, it's just making it harder to focus. Just keep dodging, just keep dodging, just keep dodging.
Hunted?
She skewers you.
What's the point of avoiding me if you're not going to fight?
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. We don't even have a weapon. Yeah, some clod threw it out the window. Again, that was you. No, I was just the clod who suggested it. And if I knew we'd be stuck here forever, I wouldn't have done that. Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman.
Well, Smitten's back.
She skewers you.
You're cute.
See? We lasted a little longer. Barely. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels.
Cold.
She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? One last time. Fine. One last time. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
Opportunist.
She skewers you. And then everything goes dark, and you die.
The empty cup.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin. Take it from here. No steel claw, though. Was tossing it the only thing we've done that was permanent? That's a sick joke, universe. A sick, sick joke.
I don't think I'll be able to get this version get caught. I freaking ruined this run. No.
If it's gone for good, then maybe we never actually needed it. That's what I've been telling you all. We can do this without it. We're tougher than steel. Yeah, mind over matter. Who needs violence when you have love?
Oh, shut up,
Who
Smitten.
needs love when you've mastered yourself? Who needs anything when we don't matter? Well, boys, are we ready? There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them? Yeah, leave it to the pros.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Bruh.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only...
It's fine. I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along.
It's more of a slide, we know. It was a little... It's weird.
Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care. Just want to see how this ends. Fine. Make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
I feel like I was supposed to take that knife in the very beginning and not talk to her and actually kill her again. I don't know.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. Then it erupts. It becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls.
Lord have
All
mercy.
that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
ready for what comes next.
Holy shit!
Holy shit, indeed.
She's gorgeous.
Absolutely divine.
Smitten, shut up, man. Oh my god.
Yes, behold, the perfect woman.
Not you, too stubborn.
Do you think we can throw her out the window?
That looked painful. How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up.
I'd say we bow down to her right now if that ever even slightly worked for us.
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
Well, finally, someone knows that we're doomed.
Narrator,
Empty your mind.
Forget it.
narrator,
What just happened? It's so quiet.
Him too. Oh shit.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act as the princess approaches, instead allowing her to crash against your form, and yet there is seemingly nothing for her to crash against. Again and again, she swings at you, but there never really was a you to swing at.
This worked before. I was able to make you dead before.
She swings again, and this time she hits something, or something hits her. She looks down in confused terror as her arm bends and folds in upon itself.
Did you do that? It's funny if you did. You're nothing. You've done nothing to me, and I've done so much to you, and that's who we are. But it's like you're nothing now. You can't be nothing. If you're nothing, then what am I? Am I nothing too? No, I'm the one who hurts you.
She hurls herself at you, but as she does, her metal body bends outward, and the very contact with what you are repelling her to the point of destruction. Din of shrieking metal subsides, and something small and delicate falls into your hand. It's her heart. It beats gently, calmly in your palm. Not another word is spoken. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. You do so. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've withered. Oh shit, so I failed. That means oh no. Wait a damn minute. Am I a harpy? I see wings. Yeah, I have feathers on my arm. I'm a harpy. You find yourself in a long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
I don't know. I feel like I should. I feel like I should load up a save and try and fix that, because I want to give her the vessel and not a heart. And also the mirror said I withered instead of grown. So I feel like I screwed up. I might have to reload and see if I can maybe fix everything. Because I want to do this correctly. Just do it on a different run. You know what? I'll try and see if maybe if I can go back to where I was, I can try. You can't be a contradiction, and contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes.
Possibly. I mean, this might be one of the scenarios I might need to do anyway.
I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit, even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and save. There we go. It doesn't matter how many times I go back. At least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. Not really. It all seems to distinct as soon as I'm near you. I have no opinion one way or another in the matter. I just want it all to stop. Yes, you are torturing me and I hate it. I think I hate you. No. No, not really. It all seems so distinct as soon as I'm near you.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
I'm not doing that. You know that in the end of this, no? Do you know what happens in the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Have you figured out what you want when you're finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
Do you still not care that what I bring you next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
I think this is the same. I'm going to do it anyway. How many more vassals do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
Okay, I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Alright.
You're on a path in the woods. You're
So,
here to slay her.
I am going to
If you don't,
skip. I'm gonna go skip and we're gonna see if we can try and maybe give her the physical vessel and not just a heart.
you make your way up the short.
Proceed.
The interior of the cabin is almost.
Skip. Take the blade.
You take the blade.
Skip. Basement.
Her voice.
Skip. Continue.
You're still
Skip.
listening to reason. You step forward.
Skip. Slay.
You lunge forward.
Oh shit! I can't click these anymore. I can't go back. Oh no. Shit's permanent now. So, should I reload the save and see if I can give her the physical vessel instead of the heart, or you think I should just leave it as it is and continue from here next time? What do you think I should do, Ben? Should I just stay committed? Because I really, really feel like I fucked up. Because I really want to give her, like, the physical vessels. Yeah, probably. Maybe next time I'll reload to save and I'll see. And I'll try and give her the physical vessel instead of the heart. I'll keep the save. I mean, the save's there. But I'm gonna... Let's... How do I quit? How do I quit? Quit. You know what? That's really fair, actually. I have both saves anyway. I have the save of the 2 physical vessels, and, you know, the save that we just did. So I'll commit. Since this is the first playthrough and all that, I'll commit. Yes. I'll commit. And then, we'll try and see what else we can do later. Okay. So what you think, Ben? What'd you think of this game? You still hate the princess or anything like that? Which one of the voices in the character's head do you like the most? I still like Paranoid. I think Paranoid's the best one. I do not like I absolutely do not like the Smitten. I don't like Smitten very much. Oh shit, it's almost 5:30. I'm I'm glad you like the game. I think it's really cool. Like, past chapter 1, I do not know anything that happened. Yeah, there's so many options, so many perspectives and scenarios. It's really fun. I like it. I think it's cool. I might stream it again tomorrow. Yeah, I like Cheated too. Cheated is funny. I like Cheated, Paranoid, and what was the guy who yeeted the blade? I forgot who he was. The guy who yeeted the blade. I think he was funny too. But Paranoid and Cheated, favorite ones. I'm looking at ourselves in the mirror one last time, I think we're a harpy. I've seen a lot of wings in the mirror. Like we're like one of those kind of mini winged creatures. So I think we're a harpy of some kind. And I really love the art style. The Contrarian, yeah, he's my third favorite. I like that he yeeted the freaking knife out the window and was denying a bunch of shit. It's funny. I am very suspicious of the narrator. I don't like him very much. I think he's an asshole. And I love the art style. I should sketch them out because I love the nightmare. I love the nightmare princess. Like the porcelain mask. I love that. Makes me really interested on what the other options are, like the other vessels. I am so curious of what's going to happen. So I'm probably just going to stream this tomorrow. Probably not as late like I did today, but I'm going to see. I had fun though. This was good. Yeah, I'll probably go to bed soon. Yep, this was the secret game I was telling you about. It just immediately dropped and I loved it so much. I just wanted to play it. Me too. I'm really keen to see the rest of it. So I'll probably start streaming tomorrow a lot more early than 2 o'clock, of course. I hope you'll be free during the beginning of it, but I don't know. I don't know your schedule. Cause you got you got your work and uni. You might be able to banger mystery game, yep. Might be able to pop in tomorrow if you start streaming at 12. I might start at 12. Maybe 11 at the earliest, but we'll see. I'm glad you enjoyed the gang, Ben. And since I am finally no longer stuck on chapter 4, oh my god, chapter 7, my brain shut down for a second. I'm no longer stuck on chapter 7. I should be able to work on more chapters a lot more faster, because I really want to get on a certain part so bad. But, that's fair. That's very fine. That's okay. It's fine if you don't show up. It's, it's gonna be up and I will be downloading stuff. Eventually I'll start uploading all these to YouTube. If I have time. Let's go ahead and stop the stream. Thank you for stopping by, though, Ben. Hope everybody who watches this in the future has a good day or night. Goodbye.